Alright kiddos, we're going to do something different. The wiring that you already have on your TinkerCAD here, I want you to delete. 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 I know it's not the same as mine, but I'm doing this to take you through the process. Delete the wires. Just select them. Hit delete. 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 Once you delete all the wires, you should only have an LED and this. Well, this time we're going to control two LEDs, and we're not going to use the voltage in the ground. We're not going to use the voltage over here and just have it on. We're going to get through Arduino to control the lights. Okay, so here's a little trick. Click on the LED, hit hold down Control, and then touch C, and then touch V, and it'll duplicate the LED. And we're going to go down here and put the cathode on 13 and the anode on 14, just like the cathode is on 3 and the anode is on 4. So we're just going to do the 13 and 14 to kind of keep them similar. Well, the same way you just did the LED, click on it, hold down Control, hit C, and then V, and then that'll duplicate the resistor. Okay, and we're going to, just like how this one's on from 4 to 8, we're going to do 14 to 18. Okay, and we're going to change the LED to blue. Me and my fast fingers. We're going to change it to blue. So we're going to have a red LED and we're going to have a blue LED. All right, and we're going to go through the resistor, out the resistor. Oh, I didn't have it on there. Out the resistor to the anode, and then come out the anode, and then we're going to go to ground with that. Same way here, we're going to go through the resistor, through the anode, out the cathode, and go to ground. Remember, the cathodes go to ground, so we can hook those together. So we're going to go from ground over here to the negative. And we're going to make it black because it's negative. And we're going to go from here to 3. And we're going to make it black. And we're going to go from here to 13. And we're going to make it black. So we have the negative side hooked up. Normally in electrical circuits, the negative is never controlled, right? I didn't say all the time, it's just most of the time. All right, there is some situations that you do control the negative side, but in this case we're not going to control it, so we can put the cathodes together. So this cathode and this cathode is connected to ground, GND, which is ground, which the others are the same too. You could go there too, but just trying to keep it uniform and make it easier to follow. Okay, so now we're going to use pin 8 and 7. We're going to use 8 to control the red light, and we're going to use 7 to control the blue LED. So we're going to come out of 8, and we're going to go stay short, and we're going to come down here. Oh, sorry, I messed up. I didn't do exactly what I said. We're going to go, actually let's start with 7. We'll come out of 7, go down here, go right here, go down, and we're going to go to 18, which is the beginning of the resistor. Straighten that up a little bit, and we're going to make this one blue because we're controlling the blue light with that wire, so it'll help us keep up with it. And then we're going to come out of 8, and we're going to go to number 8 instead of 18, and click on it, and we're going to make this one red because it's controlling the red light. Okay, so this is what you should have. We're going to have 7 controlling the blue LED, going through the resistor, coming through the anode, coming out the anode, going through the cathode, and coming out the cathode, going to ground. Same way with the red light. We're going to come out of 8, go through the resistor, come out the resistor, go through the LED, out the cathode, and go from the cathode to ground. And I hope I said 18 and not 8 over here, but I'll say it again. We're going to come out of 7, go to 18, go through the resistor, come out the anode, go into the anode and come out the cathode and go to ground. And that's two separate circuits, 8 controlling the red LED and 7 is going to be controlling the blue LED. But right now, if you was to start this thing, you'll notice that nothing happens to the LED. It's because we have not programmed the Arduino to control the LEDs. If we put it over here, that means we got straight voltage. There's no controlling here. It's just would turn the lights on. But that's not what we want to do. We want to control these LEDs with the Arduino. Matter of fact, that's the reason why you downloaded the IED, the editor, the Arduino editor on your computer, because we're going to actually program the one you have. But right now we're just going to program it on here. Matter of fact, the code that we use on TinkerCAD, we can copy and paste it into the editor and download it into the actual Arduino and run the actual Arduino to run the lights. Okay, so what we're going to do is, what I want you to do is click on the code, and you should have the blocks. All right, I've been messing with it, and you should have this, but we don't need this because if you notice, it says set built-in LED. That's this one right here. It's the built-in light right here. Okay, and we don't want to control that one. We're trying to control the external LEDs, not the internal LEDs. Okay, so we're going to get rid of all that. We're going to go to the outputs. We're going to need 4 of them. We're going to make the blue light go high to low, and we're going to make the red light go high to low. So we're going to need 4 of these right here. If you notice, it's a set pin, whatever pin, which in this case will be 8 or 7, and we're going to set the high. And we're going to do the next one. We're going to set it to low, and we're going to do the 7 the same way. We're going to set the high to low. So we're going to do this. We're going to make this to low, make this to low. We're going to set pin 8 and pin 8. So pin 8 will go high and then low. And now we're going to do that with 7. Pin 7 will go high to low. Okay, but here's the thing. It would do this just once, and it would go through it so fast and simultaneously that we would not be able to see it. But let's look at it. Let's see what happens when we do it. You see anything? Not really. It's kind of lit up a little bit, but you don't see no blinking or anything. So we're going to have to put something in there to give it some delay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to control. See, it says wait how many seconds? We're going to put this in between each one of those. We're going to put a delay in between every one of those. Okay, and even at the end. All right, and we're going to make it delay, let's say 50 times. And that says 50 seconds every time, but I don't want 50 seconds. We want to go faster than that. We're going to select milliseconds, and it's much faster than seconds. Okay, so but now let's do it again. It's just going to go through this and stop. Let's run it again. Let's see what happens to the lights. Basically, it would actually stop in actual code because we don't have it going into a loop. But right now it looks like it's in a loop, but because it's a default that they built in this code, which is not a good. It wasn't a good. They didn't do it correctly, so it doesn't actually simulate it correctly. So we're going to have to do this. We want it to do it so many times. We're going to put all that into a loop. So this loop says it's going to repeat 10 times. It's going to go through this 10 times. So when we hit this, run the simulator, and it's going to do this 10 times. What does that look like? That's right. We're making police lights. Yeah. We were probably going to hook a siren to it as well. So you're going to make your own homemade police lights. So I want you to do exactly what I did right there, because what I'm going to show you is that we're going to click here. Since we've already programmed, we're going to stop it first. We're going to click here, see where it says text. We're going to select on text, and we're going to take this code right here, and we're going to download it into the actual Arduino. But right now I just want you to do this and play with it. Matter of fact, if you'll take it and put it on text, you can mess around with it. You can speed it up or slow it down. I can make this 100, You can also do it in blocks if you're more comfortable with blocks. But I like to do it in this because this is what actually code. This is actual coding right here. And then I'm going to hit run it. It's going much faster, isn't it? It's going a lot faster, is it not? Okay. So this is what I want you to do next. Be sure to y'all haven't sent me pictures of your LEDs working yet, but please, if you send me a picture of your LED working before you do this, and then do this, and then give me some video or pictures of this, please. All right, because it helps me it lets me know that you're understanding everything that's going on. Thank y'all. Y'all have a good one.